Okay, tomorrow marks the beginning of the criminal trial of Donald J. Christ Trump. Yes, the Donnie Two Scoops Orange Buffoon, this gentleman who somehow has a diehard fan base, a minority fan base, but a diehard fan base that doesn't seem to want to put two and two together and recognize who this man actually is. This is a man who owns his own golf courses, and whenever there's tournaments at the golf courses that he doesn't play in, he would call the officials of the golf courses and say, "What was the best score?" And then he'd say, "Hey, I scored better than that, so I'm the winner of this tournament." And he names himself the winner of these tournaments. He's the same guy who, whenever someone would come to the White House, when he was in the White House after stealing that election, would give everybody got one scoop of vanilla ice cream, except him. He got two scoops, hence the nickname Little Donnie Two Scoops. Hawk, tip of the hat to you, my friend. This is the man who cheated on all three of his wives, who's now going through legal hell starting tomorrow. It's going to be such a great show. And currently, at this very moment on Sunday night, is truth socialing up a storm, breaking the gag order 20 ways from Sunday. And tomorrow starts his criminal trial where he sits in a courtroom every single day until it's done. Jury voir dire starts tomorrow. They question the jury. They ask them all these questions. The judge picks his group. Both sides of the court, defense and prosecutor, get to ask specific questions. They get a certain number of vetoes for whatever reasons. And then it goes. So it'll probably be a week or two of jury selection, and then we're into the trial. There's also a lot going on down in the documents trial in Florida. This stuff is not going to stop. There's going to be another case coming out of New Jersey, another documents case. I believe Jack Smith is waiting to see what happens with this. But let's not lose sight. This isn't a hush money case. This is an election interference case. This is a catch and kill scheme with a network of people that have turned state's evidence, that have handed over all the documents. There are plenty of verified documents in all these charges, and there's 34 of them here. Talking about false business records, writing checks, paying off people that so they won't say anything to tarnish the reputation of this fine gentleman before the election. This is something that's pretty important. We have David Pecker, and yes, the name fits perfectly, owns National Enquirer and ASI. It's a media group, and he and Donald Trump were friends, and every time someone would call the National Enquirer to kind of rat out Donald Trump with a story, he would purchase that story, make them sign an NDA, exclusivity agreement, so they wouldn't tell the story to any other media, and then they would kill it. They wouldn't run it. They did that over and over and over again. Karen McDougal, the doorman, Stormy Daniels. Well, Stormy Daniels was paid by Michael Cohen. Anything ASI paid, Trump paid back, which enforces that it was a crime. And the timing is all screwed up. It was all right before the election, which would be his only saving grace between a criminal offense and a misdemeanor, is that he did it specifically to manipulate the public before the election. This is a pretty serious thing, and it comes with jail time. Will he get jail time? I don't know. I don't know how they would handle that with a president, with an ex-president. But the evidence is coming out, and the Fani Willis case in Georgia is moving forward with Fani Willis at the helm. And then he has to deal with Judge Chutkin, who's still there waiting. Then he has to deal with Even Eileen Cannon is getting put in her place. Something fierce. I have a feeling she's going to be taken off that case relatively soon. She's going to go right up to the 11th Circuit, and they don't like her in the first place because all the bullshit she pulled in the beginning of the Trump trials. So this is all coming crashing down. The $175 million bond that was put up by Knight Specialty Insurance, that was owned by a guy who gave, horrific car loans for people who couldn't afford the cars, turns out to be fake. The documents they gave to the court to show the financial situation in the company, that they can afford the $175 million, they were fake. They broke the New York laws, not only providing fake documents, but they don't have the money to pay the bond. And based on New York state law, they have to have whatever that bond amount is, can't be more than 10% of the capital and reserves of the company itself. And that number that they have is $138 million. So it's much, much more. So literally within the next 2 weeks, the jury will be picked. Letitia James may be seizing his assets if he doesn't mysteriously come up with this cash. And on the 28th, the immunity hearing in front of the Supreme Court goes. So these are the updates for this next couple of weeks for Donald J. Trump and his criminal career, the FOFA section of his life. So, ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn. The next couple of weeks is going to be hysterically entertaining. And beware, you will hear a barrage, a tidal wave, a tsunami of crap coming from the MAGA Republicans and the Republicans in general. Hell, Trump already not tweeted, but Truth Socialed 70, 80 times already just tonight. So it's going to get crazy. He's going to implode. And my personal opinion is, before all this stuff's over, the cheeseburgers, cocaine, and Adderall will catch up to him. That's just my opinion. But anyway, stay tuned, stay diligent, stay educated, be kind. We are all in this together. The truth will come out. Justice will prevail, no matter how slow it happens. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Always remember, the most important thing we need to do in 2024 is vote blue down the ballot. So these crazy state laws don't happen, so that Congress can actually get back to work, and we can make sure justice is served. God bless.